from my trip to Australia. I went over to Melbourne for Melbourne Fashion Week Plus, checked out a few great runway shows, saw some amazing Australian designers, and of course I went shopping while I was there. Now, a lot of you have been asking me where I went shopping and a few shopping tips for while I was in Melbourne, so I thought I'd make a quick video to share a few of my secrets and to show you some of the outfits that I bought while I was there. Now, there are two things that I found absolutely essential while I was on my trip in terms of shopping. The first one is this. It's a public transport card, otherwise known as the Myki. You use it to catch trains, trams and buses. It's free to travel on the tram within a certain part of the CBD, but if you're going to travel outside of that, you need to have one of these cards. Now, I did most of my travel within the CBD, so it was free, which was awesome, but there were a couple of places like the outlet stores that were out of the central city, so I definitely found this handy for getting to those. The other thing that I found really essential was a credit card, and I don't know, I kind of didn't think about this before I started traveling, but when you stay in hotels, you need to have a credit card when you check in so that they can take an imprint. And if you don't have a credit card, you only have, say, a debit card, then you will need to pony up a deposit. Now, I've been caught out by this before, as you can probably tell. And I had to, you know, stump up the cash before I could check in. And that was a total pain because it meant that the money that I'd worked really hard for, I wasn't able to spend because I only had cash. So I got a credit card. I got a, cover up the number a little bit, a Warehouse Money Visa card. And the reason I chose that one is because I can use it here in New Zealand, and I get, when I shop at the warehouse, I get 5% off most of my purchases, and that includes sale stuff. So it just kind of seemed like I was winning on all bases with that. I found it really handy while I was away, not just for the hotel check-in part of things, but also for the shopping side of things, because it meant that instead of carrying cash around with me, and actually that was something I really didn't feel comfortable carrying a whole lot of cash because I was traveling by myself, and I don't really carry cash when I'm here in New Zealand. You know, I use my card for everything here. So it just kind of made sense to have a card that I could use over there in the same way I would use here. They've got, you know, the PayWave system that I've gotten used to using here, so it just really made my life a lot easier. And it also meant that I could keep track of what I was spending and where I was spending it, because obviously I could look at my statement and see those things come up. Very handy. I find that when I have cash, sometimes I just kind of burn through it and go, where the hell did that go? So thanks credit card for having messed to my budget. So the first thing that I got, I went to Maya and I checked them out. They have a whole bunch of different brands in store, so they're a big department store. I think they have like 4 or 5 stores. Pretty cool to check out. It's definitely one of those everyone can shop there kind of places. They have a lot of brands that you'll know, like TS, like City Chic. They also have Estelle, which some of you from New Zealand might remember because I've worn some of their stuff before. Let me find it in this pile of clothes. I bought this, it's just a black peplum kind of top. It's jersey, it's soft. I'm going to wear it an awful lot over summer. I think I'm going to just wear it with, like, maybe with denim shorts. I think it would be really nice. And I got that in a 22, which is the same size they wear in their dresses as well, so that's handy. I just really like the way that the peplum's kind of higher up, so it's a little bit more empire lined, so it kind of skims over my stomach rather than being tighter like some other t-shirts are. So just a little bit of a change for me, which is nice. And Estelle used to be stocked here at Farmers, if that sounds familiar to you, but they're not anymore. I also tried on some stuff from Mink Denim. Weirdly, I didn't try on any of their denim stuff. So the first thing I got was just a black and white striped tee. It was kind of a staple for me that I knew that I was looking for before I left. I knew that I wanted to wear it a lot, and I just find it super comfy. I got that in an XL, and I'm kind of wish that I had bought more than one because I feel like I'm going to wear it a heap this summer. Also from Mink Denim, I picked up these pants. They are in an XL as well. Now, they are comfortable like pajamas, but I can wear them just as normal clothes, which is pretty much the dream when I'm looking for clothes, something that's super comfortable but also doesn't look like pajamas. So it's got a super stretchy waistband, and then it's got cuffed at the bottom, cuffed leg holes, and those are the same, super stretchy, and the rest of it's just kind of knit jersey niceness. They're just really comfortable pants. So they were another thing that was on my list of things to look out for while I was over there, which was great. And I got those from the Maya that's up on Burke Street. Burke Street was definitely a great place for shopping for me. They had some really cool stuff up there. Other places you can shop up there are H&M, City Chic. Next to City Chic I found Target. My sights were not particularly high when I went to Target, but I was really pleased that I found a few things that I really liked in their plus section. From the plus range is Bell Curve, and that's where this dress is from. It's a Bell Curve one. I got it in a 26. Once again, loving the stripes. This one is navy and white, so it's definitely something that I'm going to wear a lot in summer. I've already worn it a lot already, even though it's just the start of spring, and I can see me wearing it an awful lot in summer because it's just a really simple piece to throw on some sandals, and I'm good to go. I went to some of the outlet stores at Harbour Town. Didn't find anything that really caught my eye, but that's definitely a thing to remember when you're shopping, is check out the outlet stores. I went to City Chic, to Autograph, and to Crossroads, pretty similar to what they have here in New Zealand. And I also went to Priceline, which is quite cool. That's I guess it's a pharmacy, but they don't do medicinal stuff. They have, I guess it was kind of like the cosmetics area of, I don't know, the warehouse, where they've got like shampoo and makeup and all that kind of stuff. It was really neat to see what they had available. There were heaps of awesome cruelty-free options, some higher end stuff and some cheaper stuff, so that's definitely a great place to check out. Other than that, I didn't really find anything that wowed me there, but I know that there are bigger outlet centres that I would have loved to go to. I think there's one by the airport. It might be called DFO. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called DFO, and it's kind of near the airport, and I wish I'd been able to go there because they had a lot more stores, a lot more things that looked interesting and were a little bit different to what I can buy every day here. Another different from every day was the A+ markets, which are held at the Queen Victoria markets. Now, I went because, why would you not want to go to a market that's all plus size? That sounds freaking amazing, right? But also Rachel and I did a meet and greet while we were there, and that was super fun. But after that, we got to walk around and have a look at clothes for ourselves. So there are people selling their own secondhand stuff there. There were people selling things they'd made. There were retailers selling stuff, and I managed to pick up this gorgeous grey and black leopard print dress, and I'm so stoked with it. It's quite thin, so I'm going to be able to wear it over summer, and I just think it's a little bit of something fun, and it only cost me $5. The brand is M or ME. It's E-M-M-E anyway, and that is a large, so I'm not sure where you can find that brand, but I'm going to be looking out for it now because I think this is really cool. So anyway, that was my Australian shopping trip. Let me know if you have tried on anything from any of those brands that I mentioned, or if you have any places that you think would be awesome to check out in Melbourne to shop as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.